just to let you know that my voice is super, super hoarse because I just woke up. I just want to kind of catch you on that one. Yeah. So I'm just, I drank so much caffeine. I got basically like a caffeine hangover, like with all of this coffee and shit like that. But just been trying my best to, cram so much stuff into my schedule. It's been kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Uh, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I want to actually tell you that I am shortening videos back to 10 minutes. Not because of YouTube, but I feel like it had a better flow when I look back at it. Also, I want to make you aware that there is a giveaway every Saturday. It's a $10 PSN code. So I would like for you to be there, support me, have conversations. I promise I'll be very, very, very responsive. And let's get on with our show today. So there was a brand new announcement here about Death Stranding, right? On the PC. So I will say that there's a lot of fanboys is out there that's kind of pissed off about this, but I will read what's going on. Death Stranding on the PC will have higher frame rate, which we don't know what the frame rate would be. It'd be obviously 60 frames per second or more. A photo mode and an extra wide screen display for their configuration of displaying the game itself. But my question isn't to be pissed off at what Kojima Productions is doing or what Sony is doing or the lack of what they're doing because I don't know what they're doing. I've said this before. Who in God's name knows what this company is doing right now? They've been quiet. It's a little bit exciting to know that they've been quiet, but at the same time, it's worrying because niggas are selling out for anything at this point in time. Like, these companies are pretty fucking crazy with their shit. But my not concern, but I'm starting to see a trend here. It may be a trend, I should say. I'm starting to see that there may be a trend here. I don't think you guys kind of like looked at it, and I didn't see anything in social media regarding it. Um, would you ever think about like cross-gen patches? Remember how CG Project Red in my last episode they were talking about they're not going to charge for it, and I was thinking like the most likely developers are going to try to charge for these patches, but it looks like this may be indicative of what will happen in the future with cross-gen games. We got like what is it? Um, what is it? Watch Dogs Legions and whatnot. You know what I mean? Those games are coming out. You also have CG Project Red. But this is it? Is this what they're going to do with the powerful hardware? A high frame rate, the photo mode, some better textures? That's what I'm thinking of. So I really do think that there will be foolish people that would literally buy a patch for like $5 and $6, and then their argument would be, well, I mean, the developers took their time with it, so why would you? I don't understand why you're complaining about it. I don't get it. I don't get it because it shouldn't really cost anything, honestly. You know what I mean? You're just basically moving some sliders in this particular case, especially with Death Stranding, because it ran so well with that Decima engine. So now we're looking at what? You want to try to charge for it? But it looks like that's all that we would really have, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that's what the patches will be, which is kind of stupid. I just want to kind of make you guys aware of that and make you think provocatively that this may be a thing. Not the paying the part, but like what is going to be included in these things. You know what I'm saying? But either way, we can move on to our next subject here. I kind of just want to make you aware. So the next subject is Google snatches a Sony developer. Okay. So Google is expanding its internal game development. The team that they created, which I don't fucking know what the name is, and really don't care because they should have been done this a while ago, which is dedicated to producing original titles for the cloud gaming service, will be led by a long-time studio head, which is Shannon Studstill. And if you didn't know, she helped develop God of War on the remake. I shouldn't say remake. Oh, how would you say it? Is it a remake? Reimagining of God of War? Soft reboot. Reboot. There we go. And the fanboys that's not from Sony is in their feelings. Most people didn't even know about this maneuver. Just to let you know, who replaced her at Santa Monica Studios is somebody that was also there for a very long time. I don't know her name. Some Asian. She's Asian. Some Asian bitch. I don't fucking know. Maybe she has the corona. Whatever. No, that's racist and terrible. But either way, you look at it. And by the way, I want to say this too. This corona pandemic or whatever the fuck they're talking about is really the flu, and they're making such a big deal out of it. It really was that deep. Yeah, it originated in China, but at the same point in time, I mean, anything could originate anywhere, and then people from China, the people didn't do their due diligence, and it wasn't just the Chinese; it was everybody. People should have just washed their hands and stayed the fuck home. And I'm pretty sure if you're an adult, people don't even fucking stay home anyway when they're fucking sick, so whatever. It's a flu. Either way, going back to the subject. I know somebody's gonna get sensitive about that joke. Um, an Asian, somebody else was bumped up, you know what I mean? So congratulations to her. She's been there, you know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. But I think what these fanboys are saying, because they were kind of like doom and gloom. Oh my gosh, oh, Sony lost an important person. Oh gosh, look at this, man, it's doom and gloom. I think you guys need to make yourself aware of this, right? Corey jumped in the scene and saved Santa Monica Studios. So whatever relevance this Shannon had, it was a very little relevance. I'm pretty she did help, you know what I mean? She did ask for help, which she brought in, Corey. But Corey's the guy that turned that ship around, not Shannon. So even if she did left or whatever the case is, it's whatever. And then really Google should have done this shit a while ago. A long, long, long time ago, because now you got to wait for like what 2 to 5 years for your brand new game. I mean, pretty much, I'm pretty sure that Google is probably going to try to make small games like Microsoft to kind of mitigate any kind of cost or whatever the case is. So I don't think they're in it for the long haul. But just understand that they should have done this a while ago, and that this Shannon chick, she wasn't a big part of the success of God of War, and that's pretty much it. Let's go on to our next topic here, which is the last here. It's looking more and more like the future for whatever reason that companies want to expand to their competition for whatever fucking reason. I guess they want to have everything in one nice little hub, and they got to do business to make their services, whether it's cable TV or whatever the case is, more robust. So they have to do these weird ass, negotiations and whatnot. I personally, I work for a cable company. I'm not allowed to really say. Um, and if you figure it out, it's whatever. But I work for a cable company, and they have their own stuff. But a cable company needs other people's content as well. That's how it pretty much started. Same thing with Netflix. So they have to pay them and share content to make these deals go through to keep the other content that they don't own. But either way, let me see where I was at. Which, to be honest with you, this really kind of pisses me off. I can understand why Sony wanted to buy their own studios and stuff like that, but, in order for Sony to probably keep third-party games on their service and stuff like that, it's probably look like it's, it's the way of the future, which kind of stinks. You know what I'm saying? It just makes things just unnecessarily complex, I want to one service that specializes in everything, honestly. But regardless of the matter, it looks like it's probably a thing. But, I was thinking maybe it's another way. Maybe they could do something else. You know what I'm saying? Um, Maybe you can kind of cater to a particular platform. So I don't know if you guys know that Sony has been making PC games for a long time. And they also had their console business, and they didn't really cross necessarily, not all the time. We all know that PC is a better platform technologically to make things work, But either way, it now with PCs or consoles are becoming more and more PC like, just pretty much poor man's PC, poor men's PC, or for the sensitive, poor people's PC, because I'm a female. You gotta include me. Anyway, um, why not Sony? Instead of putting their prized jewel possessions on console or on other consoles or PCs or whatever the case is, why not make something specific for that platform? I always kind of wanted to know why they didn't want to do that. I kind of figure it would be a kind of a better route to do something of that nature. I mean, me personally, that's what I would believe. It just looks like it's a better thing, to do. Um, to me, it would make sense that, so you won't devalue your own platform, that you would make games your best on your platform. And I'm not saying to give PC people shitty games. I'm just saying give PC people PC games. Stuff that they would cater to. I think in the long run, what's going to happen is that Sony and the rest of these companies will start to realize that each platform has their strengths and weaknesses and stuff that they kind of cater to. You know, on cell phones, you can't have full-fledged games. I guess you could, but it's very hard to have a full-fledged game on a cell phone for battery reasons, for a lot of different reasons, input reasons. So you got to kind of cater to that. I don't mind Sony personally developing on other platforms. I just want the Sony platform to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So I'll know, or so people will know if they go to a Sony platform. I want these AAA story driven interactive things. You know what I'm saying? And if Sony's developing on a PC, you know, it's specific to that. It's like, okay, I want these games that I can kind of mod, I can have fun with. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of push the envelope in sort of technology and whatnot. And that's what I believe that they should do personally, because really looking at it, putting everything on every platform just kind of waters down the entire experience. I think, and it would start to really fuck up what they have, the good thing that they have going on. I just don't think it's a good idea. Hopefully they'll see sooner than later. Hopefully it's just my paranoia. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you liked.